All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're looking at another Deftones. So I have Tempest loading up from the Koi no Yokan album. Really excited to get into this, and yeah, I'll let you know what I think. Before we do, a couple of housekeeping things. I've been looking at a lot of Ginger, so really enjoying that. I'm putting together a double feature today as well, so keep an eye out for that if you enjoy the Ginger stuff. I'm hoping that my Dear Mama Tupac video comes out of like copyright purgatory like any day now, so keep an eye out for that. And I did another Mastodon reaction that also got sent to copyright jail, and that one was shit. What was the name of that? I should know that because I fucking love that song. It was awesome. Yeah, I have more than I can choose stuck in my head right now. It was Peace and Tranquility. Yeah, from the Peace and Tranquility album. So keep an eye out for that. That should be hopefully released in the next couple of days, depending on copyright stuff. Anyway, that's enough talking for now from me. We're going to get into Tempest. Already taking me there.
Out the stories they put into your mind. Embrace for the glory as you stare into the sky. The sky beneath. I know you can be tired. Lay there, stare at the ceiling, and switch back to your time. Just go.
Oh my god. It's like, okay, so just like the raw power of the vocals are like, I need a minute. I'm sorry, I need a minute. Yeah. I'll back it up a little bit.
Lay there, stare at the ceiling, and switch back to your time. Just go ahead, I'll try and taste it. I know it should be turning in circles, becoming a stasis. The ancient arrival got to the end. I'd like to be taken apart from the inside, then spin through the cycle right to
Okay, so I'm trying to hold it together. I don't know if you could tell. I'm trying to hold it together so I could really pay attention and be aware of as much of what's going on as possible. It's difficult. I don't know. Like, I get such a visceral reaction from Deftones. Like, I don't know. Like maybe it's just like maybe it connects with me in kind of a unique way than some of the other stuff that I've been listening to. But anyway, a couple of things. first of all, so this kind of goes back to some of the other reactions to the songs that I've done. Like, it starts with the more ethereal, ambient intro, and then as the song progresses, at least to this point, the vocals and the instrumentation kind of flesh out. And it's like, I think of it almost as like, in the beginning, there's a plethora of possibilities, or a plethora of ways that the song can go, and kind of like it relates to life too, kind of like in life. And then from one section to the next, you have to make decisions, and so each decision reduces the total number of probable actions that you can take, right? And so you can think of this as like, it consolidates in a specific way. And what's interesting is that this happens regardless, in life. And so if you don't make decisions, then that in itself is a decision. And so the best approach, sorry, that was my cat. The best approach is, generally speaking, to make the decisions on your own terms, like to be willing to sacrifice the probabilities or the possibilities that you could be, or the things that you could do, in service of the things that you really desire to do. And it's I did not expect for this to be a long pause, ladies and gentlemen. But apparently there's a lot to dig into here, so I'm gonna roll with it. In addition to that, the lyrics, I think, for the first time in any of the reactions that I've ever done, have captivated me in a unique way. And that way being, there's a certain level of ambiguity, specifically with the Deftones lyrics, that I've noticed. And I think one of the functions that serves is that it allows you to kind of like draw, and I think I talked about this in one of my other reactions, but it allows you to kind of draw on and make inferences or interpretations, in a way that's unique to you. And so maybe it's just what I've been, the podcast I've been listening to for the last couple of days. But this section here, let's see if we can back it up just a little bit. That's just lyrical genius, first of all. So it puts me in mind, and again, maybe this is just because of the podcast that I've been listening to, but when people take psychedelics and they have what's called an ego death, there's this theme, right, that pops up, and it's almost like, I would consider it almost word for word, those lyrics right there. Something about being caught in a stasis, which is like you're stuck in a rut, or I don't know, maybe if you're dealing with addiction, something like that. And there's the line about ancient revival really resonated, because there's a sense with people who take psychedelics that something ancient or something primal within them kind of comes alive. Not everybody and not all the time, but there are cases and accounts where this happens. And Terence McKenna talked a lot about that too, like the archaic revival. In addition to that, the whole "I'd like to be taken apart from the inside" is shamanic language in nature. And so when shamans take these substances, they use descriptive language, like say you were to take an ayahuasca, brew or whatever. They talk about being disembodied or devoured by whatever entity that they come into contact with, and this is their rebirth, and this is their revival at the same time. So yeah, I know this was a long pause, and now I'm going to try and let the song play for a little bit, and I'm going to take notes. So, thanks for sticking with me. Let's keep going. Exceptional. So, a couple of things I noted. Let's go back to right here. Yeah, right there. I think that kind of speaks for itself. And again, this, and I harp on Chino a lot, I know. But, like, come on. Nah. So you're not gonna do that. Like, you're not gonna do that. You're not. Kidding. So the whole build up, right? As the song becomes fleshier and fleshier, and the more and more decisions are being made, it's like there is a sense. It's like, but don't give away the whole thing yet. Don't give away the whole thing yet. Don't give away the whole thing yet. And so it's almost like this whole song kind of is literally structured around this this moment. And so it's just that one moment, that one word, and the power and emotion has been cultivated through the entire song up to that point. And so when it hits, the power and immensity of the emotion is undeniable. You know, sometimes I say, it's like, if you could do that, like, why wouldn't you just, like, if you could do something like that, if you could just like scream like that, or if you could play like if you could play guitar like that, or whatever it is, like, why wouldn't you just do that all the time? Well, the reason you wouldn't just do that all the time is because it loses its effect. And so one of the things that I've noticed about Deftones that really, I think, sets them apart is their ability to be disciplined with their technical ability. And so yes, they can play, but in order to showcase their ability, they take a rigorous, they're a little bit formulaic, as most bands are, but they have this rigorous, disciplined approach to the way that they write their music. And so it's not just because there were plenty of points in the song before then where a scream might have been appropriate of that level. And even after, you know, a lot of times what happens is, like, when that emotion comes out, then it's been established, and a lot of bands will go back to it, and they'll keep bringing it back out, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But I think for this track specifically, just that one moment, right? The only time in the whole song where that level of energy is displayed, it's just like a blip, a flash in the pan kind of thing. It was beautiful. I loved it. A couple of other things I noted: the bass throughout the whole song, very subtle, but there were a couple of times where I focused in on it, and really providing the foundation for the rest of the band to stand on. The guitar in a lot of their stuff, the distortions that they use give this like staticky feeling to it, and so it adds to this digitized appeal or atmosphere that they go for. And the drumming, I wrote down metronomic, as in precise, and really setting the meter, which allows, you know, if the bass is the floor, then the drums are sort of like the space, right, that allows the rest of the band to work and do their stuff. So really kind of amazing. Really loved the track. If you enjoyed the reaction, please consider subscribing to the channel. Been loving the support, guys. It's been amazing. If you have any other suggestions you'd like me to do, let me know. Also, I kind of apologize. I apologize for the long-windedness of this one. Like I said, apparently there was a lot for me to dig into. I wasn't really prepared for that. But if you enjoyed the longer reactions, let me know. And yeah. So that's going to do it for me. Like I said, watch out for the Ginger stuff coming soon. More Tupac on the way, all that good stuff. If you have other comments or suggestions you want me to take a look at, I'm totally open. It's been a blast for me so far, so I hope you're having fun too. But for now, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.